Hello, I'm very excited to tell you about my MCB miracle. Now, the first thing you do is you get a box. It is this size of box that it only works with, whether it's a juice box, a milk box, all the same size, okay? Now, you take it and you cut it all along the edge, taking off the top part. And what I do is I use a sharp knife and I just poke it in and go all around. And then usually the corners, I have to use scissors and I just chop it off. And then off flips the lid after. See? This is the lid that comes off. So then you take your dish towel and you dry it all really good inside so that there's no water. Then you take your ruler. You have to have a 12-inch ruler and put it down like this on the counter and you mark 3.5 inches. And I mark it with this pen. Pull it off. And I mark it with this pen, 3.5. I go around to the other side and I mark 3.5. And then the other side, 3.5, because you do it to all four sides, and then 3.5. Now, after you've done that, you can still leave it down there and you mark 3 inches only. So what I do is I lift it up and I mark it to 3 inches. 3 inches. Where the other one was, see, it's 1/2 inch less. Oops. Sorry. 3 inches. Then you go to the other side. 3 inches. Where is that? Oh, there it is. Okay. And one more side. Remember, you have 4 sides to mark it. And 3 inches. All right. And then your last one is 1 inch. And it's what is left. So what I do is I go like this and I mark the 1 inch. And I go all around and I mark it all. And to the next one. And to the last one. So you can see I have marked all 4 sides. Then what I do is I take the scissors, put the lid on, and well, first of all, I usually pinch it together like this. See how I've pinched this side of the box? Yeah. And then I cut it. I cut it as far as I can. There. I go to the next side. And I cut it. And I go to the other side. Cut it again. Ooh, this one's hard because there's many seams, but it still can be done. Okay. And the last side. Remember, all 4 sides, you do everything the same. Okay. So now I've done all the corners, but I need to do the middle. So I just take a knife, and to make sure that I stay and don't go off it, I just cut it. Sometimes the knife doesn't work as well as scissors. You have to see which works better for you. And you cut it right across as far as you can. Then you go to the next one. and you cut as far as you can. So you go to the next one. Great. Okay. I almost goofed. So I'll do this one more. And remember, you want it to stay on. So one side has to be left. Here's 1 and 2, and that one will be left. There. And now you just have this side that it's not on, and I just bend it back and forward. Okay, now remember that we cut this one 3 inches. So we take the scissors right here and we see where we mark 3 inches. There. And on this one, on this end, oh boy, it's hard to cut. But you just keep working at it. Where is it? Right here. So I'm almost there. And you just keep. Good. And this side. You have to do it all 4 corners. All 4 corners. And this is the last one. So you just cut it down. Right here. Okay. Here it is. Now what I do is I'll take this side and I'll bend it down. All the way down like that. See how I have done it? And then I bend it to the inside and I fold it. I do it to the next one. I bend it down and I take it to the inside and I fold it. Hey, we're almost done. And then you bend it down and you fold it into the inside. And the last one, you bend it out and then you fold it in. Now, here you have the box. So what you do, you take the one on the left and the one on the right and the front one and you fold it in, and this one. And then you make it, oh boy. Sometimes if it doesn't fit right, I knock the corner a little bit so it'll be looser. See? You have your milk carton box, your MCB. And you know what I put in these? Lots of times when I want to send somebody cookies, I'll put, it'll hold a dozen cookies in here and I'll send it to them. And then they don't have to worry about returning my container. Or sometimes I put popcorn in it, different kinds of nuts. Even when I go out in my garden, I shell peas and I shell peas and I shell peas. I'll fill these and I'll stick them in my freezer. Or if I pick raspberries and I wash them and I kind of put them on a dish towel, let them dry some, I put them in here, stick them in my freezer. I usually do with red milk cartons, and then I know that's raspberries. But I find it so handy whenever I want to pixie somebody. I don't know if you've heard that name, but that's when you surprise somebody and you leave it at their door. Well, I do this a lot, and I leave it at their door, and you know what? I don't even have to sign my name or anything because they know it came from Joanna because it's a milk carton. Sometimes I put in brownies or whatever they like. I really love doing these boxes, and I find it's wonderful and I feel that I'm part of the recycle because we're not throwing these out, we're making good use of them. So have fun doing them. I've even gone to schools. I went to a kindergarten class once, and they, all the students, all the little kids, they brought a milk carton, and it was washed and dried. And then we showed them how to do it. And that's what they kept their crayons in. And they really liked it. So have fun doing it. Thank you. This is Joanna.